Hi, my name is Brent Walter, and I'm here to show you about Eddy effects for HLS. First, I'm in the HLS program and editing my preview, and I just wanted to let you know I've just finished painting. So I have roof 1 of my house, and that's 50 pixels, 1 to 50. Then I have roof 2, which is again another 50 pixels, 1 to 50. And then on these windows, I start at the bottom here and I go up 10 pixels, and that is 1 to 10, and then I go across 11 to 25, so that's 14 across, and then I go down 10, 26 to 35, and then I finish going across 15, 36 to 50, and I do that the same on both the windows. So that's important to know that these windows are basically 10 up and down and 15 across in both of those. Those will be important when we get back into the program in just a moment. To start Eddy Effects, you can open up Excel and open the file, or you can just double click on the file. When you click on the file, there will be a protected view that will say Enable Editing. And again, there will be a security warning saying macros have been disabled, and then you want to enable the content so that macros will play. The first page is an instructions page. It pays tribute at the first here to Fast Eddy from AustraliaChristmasLighting.com. I saw this GIF of Fast Eddy's house and his light display there, and I thought, gosh, I'd like to try to replicate that effect. So I have something that's similar, but it is not as elegant. But along the way, serendipitously, I found a couple of other things that could happen. So the first part of this program is to go into the layout. So here there are strings. We're going to do the 4-string project that I showed you in the previous part of HLS, 2 roof sections and 2 windows. So along here, these sections, we want to put the name of these strings. These are strings of lights: roof 1, 2, window 1, window 2, and then we have 10 sections, which is basically the home being broken into 10 different sections. So on roof 1, section 1, we're going to do this roof 1, we're going to do half of that with half the colors. So 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 31 to 40, and 41 to 50. It's important that along this line that you use up every single pixel, and you can enter them with commas and dashes as well. So roof 2, we've just basically copied this and put it over here. For window 1, if you remember, we talked about the importance to know that the window was only 10 pixels high, and so what we've done is we've bled over by 3 pixels. And so we go 1 to 13, and then at the very back end we put on 3 pixels, because again we'll be going up over 3 pixels, and then we'll skip, 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 and then we get these last 3 pixels down here. So that's the 48 to 50. And then using that same type of logic, we've got these are the 2 upper pieces up here, and down below these are both 9 apiece. So 14 to 23 and 38 to 47. You can see that I just added 1 here. So from 13 I went to 14 and added 9, and then from here I had 48, so I went to 47 and minus 9, which was 38, and then that leaves me on this right side to have 24 to 37. So you'll see how that plays. I can take and copy these fields and go down here to section 7 and paste those, and then I've got them in the 2 different sections. Now when I go to colors, I can choose, and I have these different palettes. Here's a pastel palette, so let's use this. So I'll hit copy and go up here to A1 and paste that in. So now I've got my 10 different sections, the colors of those 10 different sections. I can go to my parameters. So I have 4 strings, the 2 roofs and the 2 windows. The sections isn't working right now, so we leave that at 10. The transition units means that as it changes from one color to the next, how many transition units will it use? And here we're going to use 10. And pause units is the main color that we saw in that section. How many time units should we just keep on that same pause? And then here the file prefix is used with the layout tab. So if you remember, we had roof 1, roof 2, window 1, window 2. And so now with this file prefix, we'll have 4 files, and the first one will be called creamroof1.hls all the way down to creamwindow2.hls. We hit make files, and that's how long it took to create that. And so now what we want to do is go to our documents. We'll sort on the date modified, and here are those 4 files. So we can copy those 4 files, and we need to copy those, and we need to put those into the HLS Nutcracker directory. So here's some files that I was using before. We'll just delete those, and we're going to paste in these 4 files that we just made. Okay, so here we are in HLS, and under Manage Channel, I've made 200 raw channels for my pixels, and then expanded them for output. The channels I assigned into 4 groups: Roof 1, 2, Windows 1, and 2. And then I made a super group that encompasses all 4 called Home. And then when we go to work on this, we can say select display work group to work on. And so let's go with Roof 1 first. Then we can go and we'll just right click, put our red mark here, and then under the pixel plane we'll drop the pixel plane, hit yes twice, and then we're going to choose the one that says Roof 1 and open, and hit yes one more time. So then it'll take just a little bit. The effect is several time units wide, as we chose that for the pause and transition periods. The longer that you put in there, the longer that will take. And so there you can see the effect. If we want to play that just in that one section of the roof, we'll hit display and then hit play, and then you can see how it changes from the one color to the next. To get that effect working on every single one of the units of the house, we'll go back and return to the segment, manage channels, and so now we'll choose Roof 2. This red marker stays in the same place, so we can hit yes twice and then use Roof 2. So again, this program has taken the entire house and how we've split the house apart and put those 10 lights there, and so it's an effect that's across the entire house and not just different segments. So that's putting that in. We can go to window 1 and drop the pixel plane again, choose the file 1, hit yes, and then our last effort will be to put that onto the Roof 2 channel, display group window 2. The marker's already there, so we can just say drop yes yes, and window 2, say yes one more time. Now when this hits this in, to view the entire thing, we'll need to go back up to manage channels, and this time instead of choosing one of the segments, we'll choose the entire home, and then that way it will show us on our preview what the entire home looks like. So select display group to work on. We'll choose home, and now you can see that it has those effects going up and down throughout the house. So now when we hit play, it does that. So this is fairly granular because it's in 10 segments. If we wanted that to play just between the two marks at this end here, we can hold down Control and right click, and now we can watch that effect being played over and over again. But that might be something that if it was a little more granular, you would see it change across there instead of changing as sections. But it's still kind of a nice effect. All right, let's go back to the eddy effects, and now we'll show you a couple other effects that I discovered along the way. In this layout section, from A2 to K32, that's reserved for these definitions of your layout. Down below, I've put some other effects, so you can put those in there if you want to copy those and put them in different places. So here, this one's called Chase. I'm going to put that up onto roof 1, hit Control V. So this one, what I found was a chase that if we substitute, do each section 1 pixel a piece, so we would do 1, 11, 21, 31, and 41 in section 1, and then we do 2, 12, 22, 32, and 42 in section 2, that might make an interesting chase. So since we're going to be doing the exact same thing in all of these sections, we don't need to do more than one section. We can go to our colors. Here's a palette that I took from a Christmas card that had reds and greens and golds in. There's a website that does that, so I copy that, go up to A1, paste it. You can see that it has numbers. The numbers don't mean anything. They're actually the hex value of these colors, but the program just uses the actual color, and this thing has deleted on me twice, but this is how you fill the colors. And if you want to make your own custom palettes, you can go here, go down, you can choose one of the colors, from here, or if you want, you can go to more colors and pick one here, put in an RGB value, whatever you'd like to do to get that. Hit OK, and then we're good there. So then we'll go to our parameters, and we can just put the number of strings as 1 because we're only going to do one file. This is going to be a chase, so let's have it a short transition of maybe 2, and we'll keep the pause units at 3. But we want this to be called chase roof1.hls. So hit make files. It's done. Go to our documents. Here's that chase roof 1. We'll copy that and then go to the Nutcracker subdirectory and paste that in. Now if we go back to Nutcracker, we can manage the channels, the segment channels. To display, we'll choose roof 1, get out of this preview, and now we want to click so that the red mark is just right above here where we want to put those pixel plane. We'll drop the pixel plane, and yes, 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 and this one we called chase roof 1. Open it, say yes one more time, and watch that come down. So this one will go quite a bit faster because it's not going to be as wide of a effect. but the effect does end up where it started. So if we want to, we can come down here, and one more time on effects on the pixel plane, we can say drop the effect, and then choose that same chase and hit yes one more time, and then we will have doubled that effect. So you could multiply it as many times, or you could use the HL functions for the same. Let's preview this in the one section. So we put our red mark with the right click, and then the control right click at the end. We'll say play from the mark. So you can see now this does an interesting chase with 10 different colors as it goes up and down. So again, that's just in the roof because we've only put it in the roof section. So let's go ahead and I'll put that in the other 4 sections and play that completely for you. So now if we want to look at the effect that we've made across the 4 channels, I brought up the home display. We'll put play from mark, and you can see how that's kind of a fun effect going around the house there. Now let's go back over to Eddy Effects, and using this same chase mechanism, let's go to the colors, and this time let's just use 2 colors repeating and put that in the place. And so we'll paste there, go over to the parameters, maybe call this cane for candy cane. Again, we just need 1. Hit make files, it's done. Go to our documents. There's the cane file. We'll copy that, and we'll put that to the Nutcracker directory. Go back into HLS. Let's choose roof 1 to work on. We'll put our mark right here. Pixel plane, we'll drop that effect and choose cane roof. Say yes again. And that will plop that right there. So I'll go ahead and fill in the other 3 channels and then show you the effect there. So let's look at the 3 effects that we've made so far and just watch that on the house. And then the next one will be the candy cane. So you can see that those were some fairly easy effects to make. If we go back, there's a couple others that I've tried. One is I call a V, so I'm going to copy that up. That's where the 2 ends will come into each other. So I'll paste that in. And then there's also this W. It's not quite a W, it's a W and a bit, but we'll go ahead and put that in. Let's go to our colors, and maybe this time we could choose the neons, copy that over, go up to A1, paste it, go to our parameters. So we, on that layout, we have that in roof 1 and roof 2. So we're going to want 2 strings made this time. Let's make this just a little bit longer. So we'll do a 4 and a 3. And instead of cane, we'll call this V and W. Make the files. That's finished. We'll go to our documents. There are the 2 files. Copy those. Get over to Nutcracker. Paste those in. Go back to HLS. we'll maybe choose one of the windows and look to work on that. Put our right click here. The pixel plane will drop that, and yes twice, and then we'll do the V and W roof 1. This one was the V, and you'll see in just a second why I call it the V, as it's pasting those in. It looks like that one was actually the W, or the W and a half, as you can see there. So let's put in the other one that we made, roof number 2, and put that in, and that one should be the V. But anyway, those are different effects that you could do. And then of course with HLS you can mirror those, flip them horizontally or vertically to come out and get different things. Let's look at these just on that one window. Oops, there's that, and then Control, play from Mark. So you can see the different direction that happens with the V and the W, that the pixels are going different directions instead of just a normal chase. They're kind of chasing into each other, and on the one there's 3 or 4 points that it's chasing into, and on the other one there's 2 points that it's chasing into. So anyway, those are some things that you can use the eddy effect for. Hopefully you'll find some reasons to use it. Hopefully it's helpful to you. The source code's included. You're welcome to modify that any way that you see fit. Merry Christmas and good luck with all your lighting. We'll talk to you later.